Welcome, Pisces, to your Astrodice reading for March. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. Okay. Straight into it. Roll the dice. What is going on with Pisces in March? Okay, so we have a Capricorn energy coming in the South Node in the 6th house. Okay, so going straight to the South Node, this is talking about karmic habits, not returning back to old habits. If you find that any old habits are returning, you want to steer away from those. Could be a person, some kind of situation, but you just might find that, you know, you're kind of getting yourself back into something you don't want to be, so you want to steer away from that, or that person, right? Whatever that energy is. Going Capricorn, the energy around you is serious, materialistic, hardworking, bestows shrewdness, and cautious ambition. So yeah, it's like you're climbing this mountain. You don't really need all these bad habits around you or bad influences, right? People who influence you to do bad things. So steering straight away from them and going straight into the 6th house. So we'll figure out what is this about? Where is this energy coming from? 6th. This is talking about the work, health, and duty of your life. Ooh, okay. So this is talking about returning back to bad habits, and anything that has to do with your responsibilities, work, habits, relationship, health, your job. So it could just be literally relationships, like I said, with other people, influencing you to do things. It could even be bad work habits, or it could be health. Maybe you're not exercising and you should be. Maybe you don't want to do these things because you're more responsible. You know, and it could just be just that. Look, I can't be going backwards because I'm a more responsible person. You know, I don't want to return back to an irresponsible person, work too hard. So getting straight into the beginning of the month over here. The situation will be broken down into the beginning of the month, the mid-month, and the end of the month. So starting in the beginning of the month. I do love this card though here with this card, because it's actually showing, you know what, I'm working too hard and I'm taking things too serious. I don't have time. I just keep feeling I don't have time to be doing that kind of stuff. Okay. Okay, so going straight over here. Wanting any karmic habits. Yeah, bad judgment call. There's like bad news coming your way. And you know this is bad news. And I feel like right there it is, right? It's right there in that karmic habit. So it literally could be a Sagittarius calling you out saying, hey, you know, and maybe it's somebody you don't want to talk to. The Tower. Yeah, I think you're bailing out of this situation. It's like, I'm taking this really serious. I have to bail out away from you. And this bad news, yeah, it's offering by a Knight of Coins. Could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. This is a Virgo card. So it also could be bad news from a Virgo. Maybe you're in a relationship and this person is trying to start havoc again, going backwards. Hey, look, every time you're talking to me, you're telling me bad things. I don't want to go backwards. And that's really kind of what it feels like. Whether this is a love interest, a friend, whoever this is, could be a boss, a coworker. But it does look like they're trying to call you out on stuff and maybe try to cause a tower, or they are causing a tower in the beginning of the month by trying to start some havoc. It's like returning back to old karmic ways, old habits. And it does feel like they're, oh my gosh, yeah, you're over emotional. And it feels like right now you're in that I can care less mode right now. I'm really busy doing something and I can really care less. I'm not going to involve myself into this this energy and into this situation. It's like they're giving you havoc. And it does seem unpredictable. Like this news is very unpredictable. Yeah, steering right away from that, Pisces, not going there. They got your emotions all worked up. You're in I can give a crap, care less mode. Queen of Cups. Could be dealing with a Virgo or a Cancer. You're just trying to keep yourself above love. Wow, you're just trying to keep yourself, it's like you perceive. You're trying to keep yourself above the water while they have you under the water. But it just feels it's because you're trying to do what you're taking on the responsibility. So it's almost like this news has really ticked you off and really like, I don't even know how to perceive this. Let's just clarify really fast on what this message is that they're offering. It's like they're offering you something, but it's causing a tower. They seem pretty self-assured about what they're doing. And you're determined to get the 10 of Cups. Clarify on this, those 3 cards for me, please. 9 of Swords. What do they offer you? It's a relationship for most of you. So it feels like a love relationship that's turning its point again. It feels like it's going back to old ways, old karmic strings, ties. It's almost like it's building, it's like where the web stopped and kind of crumbled. It's almost like this person's trying to build another web. It's karmic. It's a karmic tie. It's like a karmic habit. It's almost like this person has put you back and wants you to go back into a karmic habit with them. It's going to be different for everybody, so you'll know what that karmic tie is with this person. Like I said, it could be it doesn't have to be, but it looks like it could be another water sign or a earth sign. Could be even a Scorpio. I got Scorpio over here. So it looks like they're just trying to drag you under. And you know that you want to bail out from this situation because they're causing havoc again. Even could be somebody at the workplace. Feels more like a partner for a lot of you. So at mid-month you have the Death, 7 of Coins, and the Hierophant, backsliding relationship. No matter what it is, it's somebody who's close to you. Are they not working with you? Are they telling you we're not going to, you know, are they telling you, it just feels like an argument. It just feels like they're underdetermined to show, maybe they're underdetermined to show love with the Queen of Cups. Maybe they're underdetermined to show any emotions. It's almost like it's more satisfactory for them to be in 9 of Swords. What? So it almost feels like at one time, maybe last month, you guys were doing really well together. Let's put it this way. This is really what I'm feeling. You're doing very well together. Maybe around Valentine's Day, you guys really were doing good. And maybe, you know, you fight a lot or something. And it felt like it was taking a big turnaround from the karmic situation of the relationship, and everything was fine, and it almost just felt like they're going back to their old habits again. And it's pulling you into feeling like, because you guys are, maybe you're married or, you know, committed to relationship, even if you're just a boyfriend and a girlfriend who's been together for months and months and maybe a couple of years, however, but it feels like they're trying to make this relationship go backwards. They're taking stepping stones backwards, my friends. And this is something you do not want to move towards. And it almost feels like, oh my God, see, back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board again. So it's like now you're over here back to the drawing board trying to pick up the broken pieces over here trying to get everything back because you have a backsliding relationship. Yeah, and definitely could be dealing with a Scorpio for some of you. But it does feel like you have to plan things again, get yourself back to the basics, because this is back to the basics. And it almost feels like they're, you know, they're the type of person that maybe misery likes company because of the Nine of Swords with the Ten of Cups. So it makes me feel like you think that they really do just maybe enjoy misery. Do they like misery? You don't like misery. You're over here going, I don't want to be miserable. You're trying to stay as serious, you know, and cautious, you know, with ambitious as much as possible. So it's almost like you're drawing a line over here, my friends, in the sand and focusing on your goals ahead. And it feels like that over here too. I don't have time for this. It feels like where you might have had peace and relaxation and you felt like everything was going good, it's now kind of crumbling. And then over here, you know, it's kind of like, well, here we go. Clarify on the death card for Pisces, please. So in the 6th house of the duty of your life, it's like it's backsliding. You're just trying to keep yourself healthy and have a healthy relationship. The world is upside down. It's like, yeah, you're trying to end this, get back to the basics of all of this, trying to ignore it so that you can plan. So it's almost like you're trying to ignore the situation that they're trying to give you. Like I said, you're drawing literally a line in the sand saying, you're not going past this. I'm just, you know what, I'm just ignore you. If you want to sit over there and be sad, just sit over there, be sad, do whatever you're going to do, you know, because you're trying to do things. And clarify on the Hierophant. Yeah, because it's backsliding relationship. It's almost like, do they like fighting? You might be asking yourself the same question. You know, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Do they like misery? Do they like fighting with me? Is it competition? What is this? 8 of Staffs. Well, that's what it is. Backsliding relationship. You're ignoring each other. You're ignoring each other. That's exactly what this is. There's no communication. There's no coming back. It's like it's like back to the basics, trying to end this, trying to push everything back together. But the only thing I can do right now is just ignore them so that I can keep going after what I'm doing and being persistent where I'm working. Yeah, you guys are ignoring each other. No more contact right now because you don't see anything working out with the 8 of Staffs upside down. There's no fixing this at this time. But when I feel like it's back to the basics, you know, you guys, it's not like back to the basics of fixing the relationship. It almost feels like back to the basics of the relationship. It's like we just got out of this karmic tie of, it just feels like it's an ongoing circle. We just got out of this fight. Everything was going good. And now we're going right back to where we just got out of. Like I said, maybe February was beautiful. And now it feels like you're taking steps backwards. So, trying to get out of that. And it almost feels like the end of what you already accomplished. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like it's the end of what you accomplished. Look, I brought her flowers and everything was fine, or he gave me flowers and everything was fine. You know, we fixed this, and then it's like right back. Why are they going back there? Why are they doing this again? Maybe you gave them chocolates as well. Everything was going humpy-dory, and then it just, there it goes again. I give you one bit of news. I say one thing. And it's almost like they said it just to cause a fight. Sorry, I mean, you have the Judgment with the Tower. How else could you see it? Seriously. Here, I'm offering you my burdens. The end of the month. Actually, 2 cards coming out. That's interesting. No matter how much you love this person is very hard to deal with. And it just feels like you have to stand your ground. There's a lot of bitterness that goes on within this love relationship, and you know it. Right now, your back is turned at the end of the month. And it's like, I still love them, but I have to turn my back because I'm really working on something, or I'm just going to work to do what I'm doing. Because you're very hardworking and you're just doing, you know, but there's also this feeling, you know, of like, you have to be careful what you say. You have to be careful how you step. It's almost like you're tiptoeing around because you know how upset this person can get. So it's almost like there's that cautious ambition, you know, being cautious about what you're saying so that you don't cause a fight. Because I see this frustration with the King of Staffs upside down. There's this frustration. You have to be, you know, really thinking about what you're going to say before you say it. Otherwise, it's going to cause some kind of disagreement. It's going to cause arguing. You know, like you got to watch your P's and Q's with this person this month. And this month is really going to be horrible for those of you, you know, it's your birthday month. Come on, guys. You know, I'm just thinking about that right now. It's your birthday month, and they're really going to try and do all this during your birthday month. I mean, maybe that's another reason you're trying to just keep yourself hardworking and kind of ignore it. Maybe you're just trying to keep yourself all cool and calm. You know, it's your birthday. Wow. Yeah, trying to keep the strength. There it is again, that seriousness, that hardworking, that strength that's going through there. And you're just trying to stay strong at the end of the month, trying to do what you're going to do. Yeah, moving forward with the Six of Swords in your 6th house, just doing your duties, right? Doing what you're supposed to be doing, focusing on your, you know, on things that you're supposed to be doing. I even feel like at the end of the month, you know, even though there's this frustration, you're trying your hardest to keep relaxed, trying to keep yourself at peace with the strength, right? Keeping the peace between the two of you, trying to keep yourself peaceful, clarifying. Yeah, trying to keep it justified and as balanced as you can. Clarifying on the strength. Go ahead and clarify on the strength and the Six of Swords for me, please. That way I don't have to shuffle twice. Yeah. Moving towards the Two of Cups no matter what. So you do have a deep love for this person. And trying to unify the relationship as much as possible towards the end of the month. So where you were ignoring them there, you are frustrated and trying to keep the strength within the relationship. But it looks like you do not want to be single with the Nine of Coins upside down. You know, you do feel like there's still some justification and some reasons to stay with this person. You do feel like you still have the Two of Cups with this person. Maybe this person just needs a lot of healing. It does feel like it just needs to be fixed, but it feels like you don't, you know, you try to keep the strength within the relationship and you keep going strong, trying your hardest. You just, I feel for a lot of you, you would feel unjustified and unhappy without this person. I think intuitively, you know that this person might have some issues and you try your hardest to be as strong as you can. Pisces, the High Priestess is coming out. So there's things that are going on and maybe there is reasons to why this person is like this. So maybe that's why it's so easy for you to ignore it. Maybe, you know, they're a little imbalanced. Maybe, you know, they're bipolar. You know, maybe it's, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they've had, you know, need healing. And so it feels like you're still standing here. It's just something that, you know, just, it gets tiresome. I feel the tiresome over here. Yeah, it feels like a lot of times that they do wear a false mask. It's almost like you're dealing, I think for some of you, you feel like you're dealing with a bipolar person. It does feel like they're two different people at times, and maybe this is what the problem is. There's like some kind of emotional imbalance going on is what it looks like to me. And when it does feel like, you know, they get into this mood or this mode, it does feel like, you know, the relationship isn't as strong as it was before. With the Ace of Swords upside down, it's like the relationship's kind of lost its luster at this time. And it just feels like it's an, you know, it's this karmic going back and forth, back and forth. This could be a very karmic soulmate that you guys are dealing with. The Emperor, because they have their very strong days. And sometimes they're even a little overpowering as well. So it does, wow. It does show that. It does show that sometimes they get into this overpower mode where they want to overpower you as well. And maybe that's what this is as well. You know, when they come at you like this, it's this overpowering, you know, Pisces, you need to do this and you need to do that. And they feel like you're emperor, right? They're like in some kind of boss mode. And it's kind of tears you down a little bit. Yeah, with the Hermit. Could be dealing with a Virgo. And it does, it makes you kind of want to hide. It makes you kind of want to hide out because it feels like they get into this mode over here, and that's exactly what this is. This is it right here. All of a sudden, nothing is good enough for them. So it feels like they want to argue with you. They're nagging at you. They're pushing you. They're using their power over you. And like it says here too, a little that you love them, but they might be a little manipulative. They might be a little powerful. You might be having a power struggle. And then having the Emperor come out, guys, it's showing me that they are wanting to be the boss. So, wow. So it's like, Pisces, you need to do this. Pisces, you need to do that. And just really taking over the reins instead of you two conforming together. And this feels like why that you have drawn the line in the sand away from this person, because you just emotionally cannot handle this. It's draining. And yeah, it makes you want to go hide. And, you know, it's got the Hermit card, but I'm going to tell you, it makes you want to go into fish mode. It makes you want to go hide out until they change, right? Because you have the Five of Swords over here. And so the Five of Swords is kind of showing, you know, that they kind of thieve your power, that they're kind of power hungry. They don't work with you. There's no unity when it's just me syndrome at this time. So yeah, it feels like the relationship's lost its luster at this time. So you're going to go hide out. You're going to back away from them. But you're trying to keep your strength, and you're trying to keep as balanced as possible. For some of you might even hide out at work, like, sorry, I got to work a little later tonight, right? Or you come home and you're just kind of like blink out into the TV and kind of build a wall, right? So it kind of does feel that way. It feels, but it's like you, for some of you, you've been together so long, you know this is what it is. But I'm telling you, this is karmic. And with the karma coming up with the South Node, this is them getting you back into old routines, old habits. But it just feels like a big circle. Okay, so for those of you who this resonates with, man, I hope this works out for you in the end. For those of you who this didn't resonate with, please watch your rising moon or Venus. And no matter what, happy birthday, Pisces, and I will tell you again at the beginning of the month. And hopefully things will calm down a little bit, okay, for you and this person. Okay, and until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.